As you know, in recent days a lot of material from the Into the Pit game has been leaked, so in this video I will analyze and theorize about it. So let's start. This is the first image. We can see Jeff's Pizza restaurant at night. It looks somewhat gloomy and destroyed. It seems to be somewhat far from the city, and in front of it is what the protagonist is supposed to be, Oswald. The novel tells us that Jeff's Pizza restaurant was previously the Freddy Fazbear Pizza in 1985, before the restaurant in 1987, so this is the first Freddy Fazbear Pizza, in which the 5 children died. In this image you can see what is supposed to be Oswald's school and the principal. You can also see one of the principal's speech bubbles, and says, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be in class?" In this image you can see Oswald's room, which has the drawings of robotic animals that are mentioned in the novel. Oswald's room is somewhat dark and with worn walls, and has some resemblance to the room from FNAF 4. These images are of Spring Bonnie from the ball pit. In the first one it looks like it is the jump scare, in the second it could be when Oswald is hiding. Oh my god. This looks so good. In this one you can see a garbage can, so it can confirm that we will have to go through the entire pizzeria. In this garbage can you can see the trash and the gang characters from FNAF 6, which is strange. You can see a Foxy plushie, the Bonnie guitar, and the one I think is Helpy. But why are there FNAF 6 characters here? This shows what could be in the dining room of Oswald's house, in which Spring Bonnie from the ball pit is sitting, as mentioned in the novel that after taking Oswald's father to the ball pit, the yellow rabbit replaces Oswald's dad in the point of view of others, and this scene seems to be that. You can also see a calendar that marks the month of October, although the novel takes place during the summer. Perhaps it is a past calendar. This image are a kids menu. The prices of the pizzas and sodas are mentioned. It is even confirmed that the pizzerias sold pink cupcakes that cost $3.50. The solid word search looks like this. This image is what appears to be the kitchen because of the broken dishes that reference the first game where you hear Chica making noise in the kitchen, because of pizza oven shaped like a Freddy, the pizza cutters, and something that seems to be recent pizza dough. We see Chica, but if this is the restaurant from 1985, shouldn't it be Unwithered Chica? She seems to be the Chica from the first game, because of her feet and head shape. In this image you can see Oswald fleeing from the yellow rabbit inside the dining room in the other image, but now there is not much light. In this other image you can see almost the same thing but in a different scenario. Oswald fleeing from the yellow rabbit but in an arcade that still works. In one of the arcade machine it seems to be a kind of Bonkaban, and another that for me has a great similarity with the Midnight Motorist arcade machine. In the background you can see a poster of Freddy that say party like the classic posters, but Freddy looks somewhat spooky, not like the usual posters. Together with the previous image and this image I make what could be the running animation of the yellow rabbit and Oswald. In this image you can see Jeff's Pizza restaurant. There is a table with its respective chairs, and in the background you can see what appears to be the stage from when it was Freddy's Fazbear Pizza. In this image it is less pixelated than the previous ones. I think it is a cinematic where it transforms from pixel to 3D. In this other image you can see almost the same thing but a 3D drawing style. In this image you can see another area of Jeff's Pizza, with worn and discolored walls as mentioned in the novel. It seems to be the same as the previous image, perhaps another frame of the cinematic that I mentioned. Wait a minute, is that Bonnie? Unwithered Bonnie? Because if this happens in 1985, the first Freddy's Fazbear Pizza, is that Unwithered Bonnie? Although because only his head and arms are visible, it is difficult to know if he is Unwithered Bonnie. We could differentiate them for his buttons, although the red pupils have also only been seen on Withered Bonnie. Also in the background you can see a poster of Freddy, Bonnie and Chica. In the poster Bonnie and Freddy are more similar to the Withereds but Chica is more similar to the Og. It seems that not only the yellow rabbit is going to attack us, but also the animatronics because Bonnie is attacking Oswald from under the table. This area of the pizzeria seems to be the area where the ball pit is located in Jeff Pizza because of the Freddy's poster that it is covered by paint. Although the wall looks different and the area is not very similar, there may be several posters throughout the restaurant. For me this is the most interesting image. This place could be parts and service or the backstage. in which you can see a Freddy standing without eyes like the Chica image. He has no arm and no has part of his foot. This Freddy has the torso open and you can see his endoskeleton that looks like Spring Lux, but to me it looks more like the Endo 02. This Freddy seems to be dripping blood, but maybe it's just an optical illusion. In the back you can see tools, a ventilation duct, some arcade machines that are broken, and to the side you can see a shelf that has parts or objects from the animatronics. There is a Freddy's head that seems to be different from the models shown, a cupcake, a Foxy object, a Bonnie, Chica and Freddy heads, a Bonnie face. I think they are referencing Withered Bonnie, and parts of the Endo 02 are also seen, and if we remember, the animatronics that used the endoskeleton 02 are the toys and the Withered. This is another reason why I think that they are the Unwithered. But why Foxy is not there? This game will undoubtedly resolve many doubts, but will leave more doubts because it is from one of the novels, which were not considered canonical by the fandom. But now it is going to have a game, and perhaps now the novels will be canonized. I will look forward to the game. Now I will send the greetings of the month. And without further ado, goodbye.